Hi, I'm Allison.
Hi, Allison. I'm Paula.
Nice to meet you, Paula.
Nice to meet you, too.
Before we get started, I want you to know that anything that we talk about today is confidential between you and I,
Okay.
unless you say you're going to harm yourself or others. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so Paula, how can I be helpful to you today?
Well, I'm here because DCS was called on me about an issue I've been having.
And can you tell me more about why DCS was called?
My electricity was turned off, and the reason for that is I'd gotten a notice saying that I, owed a balance from the month before, and they told me they were going to cut off my electricity if I didn't pay the past balance and then what was due. So I'd gotten a notice, and about 3 weeks ago, my electricity was cut off.
Okay, so you're saying that there's been a referral called in on you from DCS
Yes.
about concerns with electricity.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit more about you, about your day-to-day life?
Well, I'm a single mom. I've got 2 children, and my son is 5 and my daughter is 8. Their dad is not in the picture anymore. And I've been a cashier at Walmart. So, and doesn't make a lot of money, but I have a job, and I really didn't make it out of high school, and I ended up getting a GED, but for right now, really just this job at Walmart is really all I can get right now. So.
Okay, so you have 2 kids, 5-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And you're a cashier at Walmart.
Yes.
So how do you feel about having this referral called in? Do you feel like you're maybe stuck, or how do you feel about proceeding into fixing this?
Well, I mean, I'm upset and I'm really embarrassed by it. I just feel a lot of pressure to get this taken care of, and of course, I know I need to because, I've got 2 kids. If it was myself alone, fine, I'd deal with it, but, with my kids, and now winter's on its way, it was fine with, we didn't need the heater so much, and so it's embarrassing, and I'm struggling, and
That's understandable.
I mean, because one of the things that I should tell you that happened, just so you know that it's not like I didn't want to pay my bill. I had a very expensive car repair, and it was about $1,300, and that took a lot I pretty much took all my savings. So I had to let something go, and it was the electrical bill. So,
Okay, so
and right now I cannot afford a new car, so I had to put in the money to get it repaired. So.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is you were upset and also a little bit overwhelmed with trying to figure out what to pay for and to fix your car so that you could get to work.
Of course.
Can you tell me more about any kind of supports that you have, family members that can be able to support you?
Well, my parents, they don't have a lot of money to help as well. However, my mom and dad, they said maybe we could live with them. I've got to get that arranged. I'm in an apartment now, and it's not a real expensive apartment, but if I go cheaper, then it's not going to be a very good apartment, and it's not really going to be safe. So this is what I can afford in a decent place so my kids are safe. But my mom said if I move back in, then I'm not paying that rent. Of course, I still have to provide for my kids and I, and pay our way and pay food and other living expenses, but that maybe it would help, kind of help me financially get on my feet.
Okay, so your parents have offered to kind of help out. So do you want to make a pros and cons list of what that might look like for you and your family to move back in with your parents?
Sure.
What do you think a pro would be?
Being able to save money. I wouldn't have to pay money for child care. I mean, I work when my kids are in school, but sometimes I have to work overtime. And now with the holiday season coming up, I'm going to be working longer hours. So I'd be saving money. My mom would be there to be with the kids.
Can you think of any other pros?
No, that would be, being able to get financially up on my feet. The cons would be living with my parents. So they're not bad people, but it's just living with my mom and dad, and it's making that adjustment because I've lived on my own, you know, since I was 17, and so I'd have to be going back under their house.
Right. How do you think your kids would feel about moving in with your parents?
Oh, they would be fine. They love their grandparents. And my mom said that the kids we have 2 cats as well. So my mom and dad said we could bring the pets. Because my 5-year-old son wasn't going to have it any other way. He said that, you know, if he couldn't be with one of his cats, that's his whole world, and he couldn't live without her. So that's very important that they come along with us.
Okay, so far we've kind of talked about how you had a referral called in with DCS for you, and you're a single mom with 2 kids, a 5-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. You've had some stressful moments of trying to figure out how to pay for different things, and you're a cashier at Walmart. But you do see some pros and cons about saving money and living with your parents, and your kids are okay with that. Does that sound correct for what we've talked about so far?
Yes.
So, Paula, how would you want to, let's meet back together in a week, and how would you want to spend this next week maybe trying to...
Will could I get some referrals to help me financially to get this bill paid?
Yes, so what we can do, or what I can do is I can step out and talk to a supervisor. We could try to get someone in our fiscal department to help you out and pay for this month's bill, and then we can talk next week about maybe transitioning into your parents' house, what that looks like for you, and kind of a goal and a plan from there. Does that sound good?
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.